I was something just. I was thinking about the problem with the timing on the magnet motor that I built. Where's my pointy thingy? Well, do you remember I put this the copper tracks on here to screen the magnetic field on the concentrics, right? I just realised something. Because the magnets in here are actually on the outside, there's magnetic flux travelling along these rails all the way around to the other side on the outside of the concentrics, right? And you know, it seems to, when you move it in this position, right, if I just move my finger on thumb on there and I move it, when you get to this point, it flies across to the next one. I'm thinking, that's strange. It should actually be kicking at this point, right? And when the concentric, the biasing is from this point to the concentric. And I realised what's going on. I was starting to think, what the hell's wrong? Why is it not doing that? Why is it moving? Why has it actually got thrust in this area here, where it's not even being biased, right? So, I mean, the concentric's not being biased at this point because the magnet's out there. So, why is it jumping from here to there in that dead area? Now I realise the magnets that are on the side of the concentric are biasing these rails. So, the segments down here are actually picking up flux from this steel rails going around here, and they're actually following that. So what I'm doing, I did want to do this before, but if you remember, I made a boo-boo because I forgot to scale the thing up. So do you remember I was talking about the C8s previous live stream? I want to use these larger C8s, and I made the hole for the C60s instead by mistake anyway. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to print another stator, which is what I'm doing right now. It's going to be about 8 or 9 hours or something, I don't know. So I'm printing a new stator, but it's going to be for these C8s, right? So I'm going to fit the C8s, and they've got a much wider field on the actuation point, you know, because it's a wider area. So we're going to try that, but with this one, I'm not going to populate the tracks with the steel rods, because I can add them at any time I want. I want to do a test without the welding rod steel in between, because I think that the field is travelling around the outside of the concentric, which it definitely is, because if I get my where's my pricker thingy, my jiggy? If I get my steel pointy thingy, I can feel the magnetic field on these. Oops, shit. You see how much flux is coming out the side? I need to screen these concentrics anyway. Well, the C8s as well. I need to screen the outside because this field on the outside is causing me a problem, right? So that wants to be encapsulated in a screening can of some sort. So what I plan to do is, I've got a whole bunch of things to do. I've also got to make the magnet disc, the timing disc. I want to make these adjustable, and the spacing, these magnets need to be further apart, right? So I need to move the magnets, add an extra 1/4 of an inch to each gap. Stop pulling, will you, stupid thing. So I need to add an extra 1/4 of an inch between each magnet to space them out a bit more, and I want to make them adjustable, right? So we're going to do that. So, but in the meantime, I thought, well, let's print the new stator for the C8s, because I can be assembling all that lot while I'm, you know what I mean, while I remodel all that as well. So that's what I came to the conclusion, because you see, there's no reason why when it's been biased at this point, it should actually, we do have some acceleration between that point and that point, which is good, but I've actually been messing around with the spacing. I put some ceramic magnets underneath. They're just held there by these magnets on top, right? So I put them to close the gap a bit to get closer to mine, and I took the ceramic magnets off the concentric and stuck steel washers in there instead. So the steel washers in there and the ferrite rings, so that's improved it a bit. So, oh yeah, my new set screw arrangement is better. If I can just move this around a bit. So there's my set screw, which is much more secure. I can tighten it up a bit more now. It's dried overnight, so I can make the adjustments to the timing. So what I'm doing, I'm just waiting for the new stator to print, because I want to have two stators. I want to just swap the whole stator out when I want to do that, you see. And obviously I'm going to have to buy some more shims as well, because they're going to be the different sizes. The other thing I can do is adjust my magnets in the segments, because I've got two metal shims in there near the end, I think. Yeah, so we need to sort that out a bit as well. Oh, my back. So it's still rubbing a bit, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's good enough to test with. It's just rubbing a bit. But anyway, I'm going to be modelling the new timing disc in the next few days, and obviously there is on the computer. So it uses the larger and the larger concentrics instead of the smaller ones. So we can play around with that. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. It's making good progress at the moment. Yeah. So we'll let that print. So we'll see you later. I don't know what else there's to add at the moment. But there was definitely an issue with bleed out, with the flux bleed, which we don't want on the outside, obviously. I'm going to work on that and sort that out. I'll either wrap some nanocrystalline around it or some steel. I've got plenty of steel, which I can cut and wrap around it even. I might do that. It's actually more economical to do that, really. So we'll see you later. I'll keep you updated. Bye.